What's up, y'all? I'm back live. We're here to talk about the fallen angels and how are they trying to infiltrate our system as of now. You hear some of the races. I got other backgrounds as well, though, but let y'all come in here real quick. So we're gonna talk about these fallen angels. These folks crazy, bro. They don't be having no remorse with the things they do. Some of them are working on bioregenerating. I'm here to help you identify was it a fallen angel from a guardian, the difference between the two. Because remember, we're all one, but we're not the same. What's going on? I got this article, The Progression of the Atlantean Conspiracy. We're gonna go down the line. This is the Annu-Elohim, so we can start with them. That's the JEHOVIAN ANNUNAKI. What's going on? We're here to talk about them fallen angels, man. I know y'all be seeing them videos where the spaceships in the air and certain cloud configurations. Those are all fallen angels, bro. They're all trying to infiltrate. So I'm here to give a quick rundown, or a bit of a rundown on what these images are and how we can stop them from trying to infiltrate our system. Because the guardians are trying to come as well, but the fallen angels have hijacked the Earth's blueprint and it's causing a lot of issues on Earth. And people like, oh my God, these beings are coming. The Anunnaki, when they say the Anunnaki and stuff are returning, these are the Anunnaki, the fallen Annu-Elohim. All right, and these beings, they are a dark avatar collective, okay? They are from Phantom, Lyra, Avian, Sirius A, Arcturus, Alpha Centauri, Andromeda, Trapezium, Theta Orion, right? Those are counterparts to an original system. So you got Earth, and you got a Phantom Earth, right? You got Sirius, you got a Phantom Sirius. These beings, they tap into the dark side of these planets, and they live on those planets. And those planets, they operate like this one, like having to feed on things outside of us in order to sustain life. Those kind of systems, right? They also use APIN systems in order to link our planet to those systems, and the APIN represents Atlantean Pylon Interface Network, right? And the Jehovian Nephite, you got the Dove and Olive Branch, which is the Hyperdimensional Cone APIN, the 7 Jehovian Seals, Arcturian Trumpet Technologies, and Phoenix Wormhole Access. What else? Jehovian, Nephilim, Morantrian, Dove, Dragon, Falcon APINs. Jehovian, Nephilim, Nephite, Draconian, Dragon, and Falcon APINs. These are all blueprint structures. Like when they build temples in certain areas, those temples bring about certain energies. That's why back in ancient Egypt, ancient Mesopotamia, you got ancient South America, Hindu, all of these places, they have temples built in certain areas in order to bring about certain energetic structures, which is why they had people worshiping in those areas to reinforce the temple's position, right? Whenever you see those big old, like, them pylons, let me just make myself a little bit bigger. But them little pylons in Egypt, like this, where they like the square and you walk through, that's what sets the blueprint, right? And then they build stuff on the inside of the temple and around the temple to reinforce that blueprint, right? So it's always going to be an initiator and a reinforcer, right? So those I'm trying to zoom out so I can see the names. Let's see. And the way to identify these beings is they will come to you as if like, wow, they're so beautiful. I can't believe, oh my God, look at the spaceship. Whenever you're shocked or you get a feeling like, dang, what is that? Oh my God, I can't believe it. Fallen angels. All right. The guardians and stuff, the guardians, they gradually, it's never a shock or imposing. Like, just out of nowhere something happened. It's always going to be signs and symbols around you, because the guardians are going to make you see the signs and symbols. The fallen angels are going to keep you in the dark until then, which is where you get worshiping and stuff. How you going to know what's coming if you got your head down and you praying and worshiping? How you going to know what's coming? The guardians want you to stand tall, standing strong in who you are, and go out in life and face it yourself and ask for help when you need it. The fallen angels want you scrounging at them all the time. They want you like, I need you. God is my Lord and Savior. I need you. Please help me. That's how the fallen angels want you, right? So we spoke on the planet days, the planets they inhabit, and the APIN systems, or the blueprint systems that they use in order to link our planet to their system, right? Okay, now we're going to get into the details. Now we're getting into the races that they use in order to embody. We're going to talk about the races that they are in. They use those races to incarnate into a human body, right? So the primary fallen Annu-Elohim, we're at the top. We're talking about the Annu-Elohim races. You see, yeah. So we're talking about all of these right here, right? So the primary races of these fallen angels are Jehovianians, fallen Annu-Elohim. We got the fallen Ophanim overlords, right? And you know what the Ophanim are? That's what Enoch had seen with the eye in the middle, and you got the little revolving things around it, the circles around it with the eyes too. They say that's the chariot of God. Those are the fallen angels, the dark avatars, the dark overlords. Literally, man. Listen, y'all. Try not to look at it like, wow, I can't believe it. This is really what it is. No, this nigga lying. Look at it from a state of, it's like regular, bro. It's like a person walking down the street and you don't know if they could be a fallen angel, a guardian, until you talk to them. It's going to be as simple as that. It's not going to be no 20-foot tall being walking down the street looking like, oh my God, what the hell is this? Them 20-foot tall beings, they're going to be the ones that stage holographic inserts, them videos you've seen with them spaceships in the sky, or the clouds looking like a certain person or a certain form. Those are the fallen angels that are trying to manipulate us and keep us in a state like, wow, I can't believe this, and make us feel like we can't do nothing about it. But what we can do about it is go within, meditate, focus on the things that are important, focus on the people around you, and come together. That's how you do it. You have to, and I would recommend a lot of people to start studying Ashiana Dean. The teachings that she these are her teachings. She's teaching us about these fallen angels and the details at which they inhabit bodies, and how they body snatch people, and how they infiltrate religious systems, and how they mess with Earth's blueprint, and how they keep us from going inside of ourselves and coming together, right? Unless they want us, and the fallen angels only want us to come together under their circumstances. It's only under their circumstances. The guardians want you to come together regardless of what you study. Who cares if you study this, that? Come together, bro. We all human. We all walk on 2 feet. We all have the ability to live life, whether you're a human or not. We all have the ability to live life. That's what makes us one, okay? We're not the same because we have our own ways of living life, but guess what? We're all living life. That's what makes us one, right? So, like I said, the primary races are the Jehovanians, fallen Annu-Elohim, the fallen Ophanim, overlords, Oraphim, Magi, Nephite, Anunnaki hybrid. You also got Arcturus, Trapezium, Orion. You got the bipedal dolphin people, Anunnaki, Cetacean Hominid, Sirius A, the original pure Anunnaki strand. The bipedal dolphin people, think about if anybody in this live had ever seen Lilo and Stitch, remember I think it was the first scene or something like that, but when they was in a spaceship and they had that little yellowish orange looking person, alien next to that big old shark, two-footed dolphin shark looking person, right? That two-footed, that big old blue dude, that's the Jehovian Anunnaki. I mean, that's the let me see, my fault, y'all. That's the bipedal dolphin people, Anunnaki, Cetacean Hominid, Sirius A. That's the original strand, right? And you see right here, Anunnaki, Cetacean Hominid, Sirius A, Jehovian Anunnaki, Syrian Anunnaki, bipedal dolphin people, the Enoch line, the original pure Anunnaki strand. And the reason they say Enoch right there is because Enoch was originally here to help. He was here as a speaker to teach this kind of stuff, and he was here to help reintegrate that race line into the original morphogenetic field, right, to help them reascend, right? But then he got sent the message, we're going to come and destroy, and he got scared, and he wanted to, same thing happened with Thoth. It's the same thing, because they was already ripping through space and time and infiltrating our system, and you know, in doing that, they can telepathically communicate with us too, because now they're intertwined with our energetic system, our Earth. Now they know how Earth works, now they know the system, so now they know how to infiltrate the minds of the people, right? So boom, boom, boom. Now we got the Shri. You have them here, yep, the aquatic dolphins, or the Shrieky L. Sorry about that, the Shrieky L. I don't know how to say it for real, but Shrieky L, aquatic dolphins, Earth. You got the Nephite, the hook-nosed, dark-haired humanoids, dolphin people, Anunnaki, Hebrew, Melchizedek, Cloister, human hybrids, right? And remember, I'm going to also say these names for the benevolent people as well, because the benevolent people are the original pure strand. And the Annu-Elohim, they distorted that strand and brought it to a fallen race, right? So that's what happened. It's always going to be a counterpart to whatever I'm talking about. If I say there's a guardian, there's also a fallen angel, right? Because one has to imply the other. If we didn't have guardians or fallen angels, we wouldn't even need them. Or if we didn't have our current circumstances, we wouldn't need all of these teams in order to knock these fallen angels off their course, right? So now you got the Phantom Sirius A, the Etheric Sirius. You got Orion, Antares, Pleiades, Arcturus, and Lyra Avion, humanoid, Arcturians, and Lyrans. These are the phantom versions, not the benevolent versions, because there's also benevolent versions. Think about the phantom matrix like the dream world. Nowadays, the dream world has been infiltrated by a certain group of these people. When you enter into the dream world, it's like some of the dreams is real slow. It's hard to move. It's dark. A lot of stuff going on. It's hard for you to focus and control yourself. You know what I'm saying? So for those out there that have lucid dreaming skills and stuff like that, this is where y'all should start applying understandings. Like, so whenever I'm in this dream world, this is a phantom matrix. This is why I'm moving like this. This is why a lot of things in this world are occurring like this, is because the phantom matrix is linked to this world, and this world is linked to the phantom matrix, because they had like I say, they put certain structures here in order to link them here. Hey, make sure y'all double tap that screen if y'all gonna pass through, man. Really appreciate y'all. Send me some gifts if y'all want to. You know what I'm saying? Double tap that screen. Where the theory, yep. So Etheric Syrians. So now we got the Morantrians, Jehovian. Remember, whenever I'm saying it like that, that like it sometimes represents it being hybrid, like it's a whole race, like you got genetic coding from the Morantrians, Jehovian, Nephilim. You know what I'm saying? They are all one now because they infiltrated. Make sure you double tap that screen. Really appreciate y'all. Yep, Jehovian, Nephilim, humanoid, right? And now we got the Necromaton. Now this is what I mean. It's like, think about taking a genetic strand from here genetic strand from here, genetic strand from here, and you combine it, right? So this is what we got: Necromaton, Andromi, Jehovian, Anunnaki, human hybrid, Sirius A, Arcturus, Alpha Centauri, and Andromeda. These are different planets that it came from. Now the core agenda of these beings are, they have like groups and stuff at which they push these core agendas. They have groups. Make sure y'all double tap that screen for me, you know, hit that, we gotta make sure we hit that, that criteria. All right. So I'm gonna give it a little time. Give it a little time. What's going on? What's going on, y'all? Speaking on the fallen Annu-Elohim races, I might do two, because there's a lot to read, as well as a lot for y'all to read on here too. So, and also I'm gonna look to repost this too on here and see if I can, because that's why I'm trying to make it a little quick so we can download, because last video I couldn't re-upload it. It was like an hour long. I'm gonna keep trying though, but yeah. Okay, so what we got here is, now we get on, like I say, the fallen Annu-Elohim. This is their core agenda, and when they speak on the core agenda, they're talking about the groups that they form in order to push those agendas, right? So you got the Jehovian Nephilim Morantrians, Annu-Elohim Federation of Planets. You got the Jehovian Nephite Nohasim Zodak, right? Orion, the Chromaton, Black League, Jehovian Nephite Draconian. That's Baal. That's who Baal is. It's a collective of beings. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? That's Baal from Mesopotamia. B-A-A-L. That's Baal from Mesopotamia, y'all. Hear me out. Right? You got the Draconian, Orion Confederation. That's Orion, Necromaton, Black League, Jehovian Neophyte Draconian. That's Baal, okay? And then you got the Draconian Orion Confederation, right? You got the Jehovian Neophyte Adam Cadman, Belial Devatic. That's the Pleiadian Nibiruian Coalition. That's the Pleiadian Nibiruian Coalition, right? And then you got the primary Leviathan Illuminati races. So this is the more downstep version of their primary races, right? So when they incarnated on Earth, they became the Jehovian Nephilim Morantrians. Admain, you got where it's at? You got the Admain Nephilim Morantrian King, the Morantrian Necromaton Andromi, Jehovian Anunnaki Antrian Cloister Human Hybrid. This is what they created through the genetic manipulation of the humans that were already here. You hear how confusing that sounds? Let me read that one more time for y'all, right? It says Jehovian Nephilim Morantrians, right? That's one. And that's who you get. From the Jehovian Nephilim Morantrians, you get the Admain Nephilim Morantrian King. And then from there, you get the Morantrian. Look at my fingers. The Morantrian, Necromaton, Andromi, Jehovian, Anunnaki, Morantrian. That's 6 races in one being. Imagine what's going on inside of the head of that person. So now start looking at yourself and start asking, why do I get the urge to want to do this? No. I'm not all of those races. I know who I am. But some of us have those races within us. But we're not all of those races, because some of those, it's more of a detailed description of these things rather than just, oh, we're everything, we're all one, we're all this. We're all one, agreed. But we're not the same, meaning we don't really, not everybody here has all of these races in them. Some of us really came from the, no, it is separate, bro. It's a separate oneness. It's not just oneness all the time. This is what the fallen angels want you to think. They want you to think that you are all of these one and combined. No, because if you were, you would know that. You would know, like, damn, it's a lot. Like, if you got people out here thinking there's so much going on, like, oh my God, it's a lot, it's a lot. That's when you know you have a lot of these genetic distortions, right? What you are into, that determines your genetics. So depending on what it is that you are led to do, or whatever it is that you're influenced to do, that determines your genetic distortions. And for me personally, I know I have Nephilim in my DNA. I know I have Egyptian DNA in my DNA. I got Mayan in my DNA. I got Hindu in my DNA. I know that because those are the things that I'm into. That's how you learn self-awareness and learn how to observe yourself. When you learn to observe yourself, that's when you'll begin to know who you are as a person, right? So I'm reading all of this because you got people that's really into certain religions and stuff, and that represents the DNA that's in their system. You are led to what your DNA is, right? No. I'm not necessarily, the thing is that I'm not necessarily separating. Okay, look, put it like this. Knowing is the bigger picture. Understanding is the details of that bigger picture. Details can be seen as separation, but they're not. But details can be seen as that. Yeah, details can be seen. Good, bruh. Yes, bruh. And stay on top of that, because it's a process to keep them open. So that's good that you open your heart and your third eye. And be aware of the things that you see, feel, notice. Everything in this world counts when you be doing that. How do you say you're not something when it's just you in a different vibration? So why do you say you're not something when it's just you in a different vibration? See, this is where you got to learn how the physical body work, bro. The physical body, it filters out energy. You know what I'm saying? Your soul, your spirit, that is energy. Your physical body is energy as well, but it has certain mechanisms within there that it filters energy out. So that's why I say the things that you're into. Look at the things that you're into and now determine what race line you're a part of, and also what who you are as a person, right? So what I say, we're at the Jehovian. Let me see. So I'm gonna start from the top. My fault. Doesn't mean all fragment. Exactly, right? It's more structure to it, bro. It's not just we're all one and that's life. Nah, bro. Nah. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. You are everything, but you still have to. Not you. My fault, bro. You don't have to do anything, but it'll be beneficial to you to bring more attention to your inner world. It's okay at sometimes to center things out, so that way you can understand it. It's like saying, if I'm playing a game, I'm still looking at this, I'm still looking over here. No, sometimes it's okay to center out the video game in order to understand the details inside it. You get what I'm saying? That's the same thing with self. It's okay to center out yourself, to understand the details in yourself. And this is why I'm talking about races and certain energetic structures and how they build this and that to center things out, because they know how to, bro, this is why I'm smiling, because they know how this shit work, and they be sitting up top playing with us. They be sitting back, sipping their liquor, and they scared too, because they know there's a certain stellar activation cycle that's coming about. That's why we seeing all this stuff online, and that's why it's a lot going on when it comes to energy. You know what I'm saying? So the primary Leviathan Illuminati races that seated themselves on Earth is the Jehovian, Nephilim, Morantrians. And then you got like them two colons, right? That's like Jehovian, Nephilim, Morantrians, pause. And then it goes into details of what that is. And then you got the Admain, Nephilim, Morantrian king. And then the details of that, damn. No, bro, no. It's a knowing, bro. It's not about thinking, oh, I think they against me, bro. Oh my God. I can easily go off on a tangent on that, but if you know, you know. That's where that saying come from, bro. Like I can sit back and pursue my spirituality and keep going and not think that there's something against me, when in reality, why do I still get the urge to want to eat this? Why do I still get the urge to want to sleep all day? Why do I get the urge to want to do all of this extra stuff that I know is going to hurt me? It's because there are some things inside of me that I have to heal. right? I'm not saying that those things are against me, but I'm saying those are something inside of you that you have to heal, and those can be seen as things against you. So me saying that is a way to cater to the people that think that way, you know what I'm saying? But then also understanding that if I don't sometimes look at it that way, it can be detrimental to myself. Like, bro, I can't keep doing this, bro. I need to chill out, bro. I need to stop eating all this food. I need to stop eating all this food. I need to stop looking at women in a sexual manner. I need to stop looking at this and at the third. You know what I'm saying? Sorry about that TikTok. Sorry about that TikTok. Exual. Not S-E, but the X-U-al. Okay? I got you, TikTok. I know how it works. All right? So, yeah, so the details to the admin, Nephilim, Arantian King. Now look at my fingers now. Merantrian, Necromaton, Andrami, Jehovian, Anunnaki, Arantrian, Cloister human, hybrid. That's what you call genetic. But we made the body not to escape it, but to learn. It's not about necessarily escaping, but it's about understanding that there is something in place that's kind of trying to pull us away from knowing ourselves. And our bodies themselves have limits. So it's only so much energy that you can pull in, and only so much energy that you can express, right? So in knowing that, that lets you know, why not put your energy towards something that's more important or that's beneficial? You know what I'm saying? And then when you get to that point and you learn how to meditate and you go inside of yourself, you'll realize that your body necessarily can't keep up with the particle pulsation speeds that here. Who says that there's only so much energy? No, the body. It's like when you work out, you can't work out every single day. It's only so much energy that your body can put in and out. See, I feel where you're coming from, bro, but I think you're not looking at it from a physical standpoint as well. I understand the eternal part, I understand the energy part, but the physical body still has a part. The physical body still has a limitation. You can't walk 50,000 miles in one day. You can't walk 1,000,000 miles in one day. You gotta rest, you gotta chill, and then start back. Energy, bro. Energy has a limitation in this system. I wouldn't necessarily say there's a rush, but there's an importance surrounding what I'm talking about. I wouldn't say there's a rush, but there's an importance. When you find your, it's like this. It's like this. If you have a goal in mind, right? And you continue, and it's something that you truly want to do growing up, and you keep on going off course, you keep on sleeping all day, you keep on eating all day, you keep on being negative to people, you keep on, then you'll kind of feel like you're rushed a little bit. You'll be like, damn, I need to just get back on my stuff. I need to get back on my stuff. I need to chill out, bro. I need to stop doing that because this ain't gonna serve me down the line. That's what I'm talking about. It's an importance surrounding what it is that you care about. You know what I'm saying? And these the beings right here that be trying to pull you away. I'm telling you, bro. I've been down this path of not being like, man, everything is benevolent, man. I don't care about none of that, bro. I don't. Man, the devil, man, I ain't worried about the devil, bro. Man, I got God on my side. I ain't worried. But then you realize, like, oh my God, I still get the urge to want to do this. I still get this and that. And that's where you get energetic influence from. You know what I'm saying? These fallen angels put out these ads on YouTube. They put out all this stuff going on in the world, all this negativity stuff, all that to have you unknowingly manifested. Just like when the Bible says it's from the end in Armageddon. What? Think about it. Is that something that you want? Do you want? I put it like this. Whenever I hear something, see, then I might. If you feel that way, then it's best for you to just leave. Because I feel like you coming from like a Hindu type standpoint. See, matter of fact, I'm gonna just try to stay on course. Because I could talk to y'all all day, but. It's important that I stay on this topic because, man, I've been down the path that, what's his name? Math Conundrum is. Damn, I've been down the path y'all both been on, man. I know what y'all talking about, bro. Don't make it seem like. Yeah, but y'all gotta be wary, man, because I know what y'all talking about. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know you do. I knew it. That's why I said, Jay. I already know you was talking about Dow. I already knew it, bro. I've been down that path too, bro. So I can't keep commenting on y'all stuff like that, bro, because it's gonna take me off course. But because like I say, I'm gonna do a live. If y'all ever join, I'm gonna do a live and talk about that, bro. Like I've been down. I'm gonna talk about the path. I'm gonna talk about that path soon. But yeah, so and you got from what I said before, you got the Anu Melchizedek, Admain, Nephite, King, Lemurian, Leviathan, Illuminati lines, right? You also got the Jehovian, Nephite, Nohassim, the Syrian sons of Zodiac. Hey, look, if you want to stay in this live, it's gonna go into the Bible and all that Yahweh stuff. You're gonna see. Watch. Sons of Zodiac, and you got the Zedekim, Hassim King. That's the Enochian, Admain, Nephite. You got the Hassakim, the Zodakim, Hassim, and the Yahweh Hebrew King, Atlantean, Leviathan, Illuminati lines. The Jehovian, Nephite, Adam, Cadman, Nibiruian, the sons of Balaam. Right? Let me turn this down. The sons of Balaam. Right? And then you got the Nohassim, Adam, Cadman, King, the Enochian, Zedekim, and Thoth, Inkis, Aphilium, Ezrael, and Semyasi, Luciferian, Sachilon, Attilan. And the Davidic King, Knights Templar, and Enochian, Thothian, Hyksos, Adam, Cadman. Listen, y'all. This line is the Abraham, David, Moshe, Akhenaten, Jeshua, 9 lineage. Right? I know what you're talking about, Jay. I know you're talking about Yahweh means this and that, the third, but this is what they taught y'all. This is what they taught y'all, right? And mind you, whenever I say Abraham, David, Moses, Akhenaten, Jeshua, 9 lineage, that don't mean that they're necessarily bad people. It just means that they have certain urges to do certain things that can be against that can be against the human race, right? So you got the Atlantean, Adam, Cadman, Nephite, Leviathan, Illuminati lines. You got the Jehovian, Nephite, Draconian, the Orion sons of Balaam. You got the Towson, what is this? The Sadducees, the Necromaton, Andromi, Jehovian, Anunnaki hybrid. And you got the Hassad Pharisees, Omicron, Draconian, Jehovian, Anunnaki hybrid. Right? So they was like, whenever you hear these type of words, that just means that they was part of the plan. But all that stuff that occurred in the Bible, that was all a plan. It was all planned, bro. It was all a plan. Oh, the Pharisees did this. Oh, Sodom and Gomorrah this. Oh, David and Goliath this. That's all a plan, bro. That's all a plan. You know what I'm saying? It's all like a soap opera. It's a story. It's all that stuff really happened. But it's a plan, though. That's what you say. Hey, listen. That's what you say, bro. I'm not knocking what you're saying, bro. I respect that, bro. The Bible is just a book by yourself. Hey. All right. But you have to understand, man, this stuff is really meant to lead us away from ourselves, though. If the Bible is a book about yourself, why you got to get on your hands and knees? If the Bible is a book about yourself, why do you have to get on your hands and knees? All right, and then you got let's see, where was I at? The Semitic, Jehovian, Dragon King lines. You got the Hala King. You got the and the Hala King is the Zedekim, Hassim, Necromaton, Andromi, Omicron, Draconian, Atlantean, Nephilim, Nephite, Draconian, Leviathan, Illuminati line. All right, now guess what, y'all? But hey, I'm not saying it says it that way. God literally says you will bow to my feet. So I don't care about nothing else, man. I don't care if you're talking about go help this person, go be nice to that person. I'm going to do that regardless. But if I got to come back to you and bow down, then come on now. You don't bow at all. Why do you have to bow? Think about it, bro. Everything bows to the... What do you talk, bro? See, that sounds like a slave type mentality. It's like a person saying you're a slave to your biology. It's just my biology, bro. Come on, man. What do you mean? Of course you're not separate from the present moment, but why do you have to bow, though? How you coming from the Tao and then saying you gotta bow? It's crazy that they rhyme. So you are everything. For you exist in the present moment. Agreed. So why do I gotta bow? What is the bowing part for? Why can't I just take care of myself? Why not just take care of myself? Why I gotta bow? Why not just be nice to people and be there for people? Why I gotta bow? And this, me personally, I say it's okay to take words literal. Why? Because that's what it says. Unless it said a certain way, like, you know what I'm saying? But God ain't saying bow to me. Like, ain't no way you could use the word bow in a loving way. It's no way. It's like telling a 5-year-old child every time he come home from school, bow to your father before you do anything else. It doesn't make sense. Every time you come home from school, you bow to your father. Every time you come home from worship, every time you come home from whatever it is that you do, you go to church, you go bow. Can I share my point and join? You sound cool to talk, to have a combo with. Okay, hold on real quick. Let me see how much more I got to read, and then I'll let you in, brother. Okay, I just got one more, two more points. I got you right after this, all right? So right here, we're talking about the human tribe infiltration. These are the human tribes that they infiltrated with these studies, right? Extensive rating of the angelic human, the Hebrew, which is the Hebrew Melchizedek cloister, and the Essene Melchizedek cloister, right? The indigo Maji Grail lines and moderate of the U, Chinese, Tibetan, listen y'all, Sumerian, Egyptian, and Middle Eastern, right? If y'all look up where was the Bible written, it'll tell you around the Middle East area. Tigris, Euphrates River, modern day Iran, Acadia, Syria, you know what I'm saying? All European and American cultures. Associations are the Jehovian, Nephilim, Orantrians, major distortion of the original Lamarian, Atlantean, and Essene Emerald Covenant CDT plate, Christos teachings, Christian Protestant text distortions, Orantrian book, Templar, Melchizedek, Mormon, Texas, Jehovian, Nephite, Nohassim. They created, listen y'all, the Jehovian, Nephite, Nohassim created the YHWY, Yahweh, Jehovian God stories, the false tribe history, the false 12 tribe history in Hebrew Christian texts, Jehovian, Nephite, Adam Cadman. They promote the Jehovian, Yahweh, Metatron, the Ophanim, Enoch, Archangel Michael, and the Tibetan creeds. Jehovian, Nephite, Draconian. They promote the Kabbalah, Hebrew text distortions, inverted, the 10 tree of life, the Sephiroth. They removed 6 letters from the Hebrew alphabet, right? Traditional and Hasidic Hebrew text distortions, the Jehovian renegades and Galactic Federation, Ashtar Command, Nibiruian councils, Course in Miracles. They do channeling, and Thoth, Isis, Merlin, Archangel Michael teachings, our Jehovian Galactic Federation, Necromaton, Nephilim, and Anunnaki Co-op, right? And they most of them had joined the United Intruder Resistance with the Galactic Federation, Ashtar Command, and Nibiruian Council. Some Jehovian Nephite Draconian groups joined, rebelled, Necromaton, Draconian, One World Order agenda. So y'all gotta think about it, bro. Literally just told y'all the human tribes that they infiltrated, bro. Majority of these teachings are infiltrated by these fallen angels. Now you gotta think about it. This is the core of everything. Like, so that's why I say, I be like, for so long we just been beating around the bush. We ain't even been really reaching the source. Just been beating around the bush the whole time. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end my live and then join back because I wanna repost this. All right. So I'll be right back, y'all.